So how do you capitalize from large moves in the market or in a volatile market? I'm going to show you a little trick just to get started, and then we can move on with our analysis of crypto and Forex pairs for, the few days that are left in this week. We do have some important news coming out tomorrow in terms of CPI coming in from the US. This is a market shaker, so you can expect a lot of large volume to come in, a lot of volatility, chart moving like this, and you could even find some good opportunities for trading, which is why I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow. So if you want to join into that, well, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you're notified. But we have this beautiful chart on MATIC right now where I'm going to demonstrate two ways that you can take advantage of a volatile market and also in general just to capitalize off of moves in the market. So in order to do this, I'm going to remove all of my drawings and let's just get into reversal and correction patterns. So the first type of thing that you can do when trading is take advantage of reversal patterns. Now let me show you a few examples, right? We had the top of the market right here and we saw a very nice, I'm talking about the daily time frame now, but this applies to every time frame out there. You see a nice head and shoulders form, right? So this head and shoulders, you can see it has the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. And how would you capitalize from this move? Well, it's pretty simple. You're just waiting, well, as per my strategy, for a break of this level and then the next candle to make a wick up and then continue downwards. Now, in MATIC case, it was actually quite perfect because we have the 50 period moving average that's acting as a level of support throughout. And you can plot another level of support right about here, which is the additional confirmation that I would have for this move. And basically what you could do right here is simply wait for a candle to break these previous lows and close below. So what did we do? The market did that and we saw this candle right here. And wait for the next candle to make a wick up, which we already did see, right? This is a wick up, and then continue moving down and break the low of the previous candle. So as you can see right now, we have multiple confirmations. First of all, the head and shoulders. Second of all, a break of the SMA 50. Third of all, a break of support. And fourth, a break of the head and shoulders neckline. And we have 4 confirmations that lead towards more downside. How do you enter this trade? Well, it's pretty simple. You just place your sell order as soon as the the current candle breaks the low of the previous one. You set your stop loss above the previous candle. In this case, we had quite an impulse up, so it was quite a stop loss, and you set your target at a previous level of support, which could be right around here. So as you can see in this trade, in a very short amount of time, we would have made 1.7 times our investment, or in my case, that would be around 3.4%. So I've done a lot of these trades in the past, and in the future, I'm going to do them live on stream. And also I'm going to be showing you exactly what I'm doing in my MetaTrader account. We're going to trade some crypto futures as well. And it's going to be fun, right? I want to document my whole experience. I want to document how many profits, how many losses I make, and put it all on the internet so you guys can learn from everything that I do. Now, this is a reversal pattern that you can take advantage of. And as you can see on MATIC, we had a very similar one on the downside. So we had a strong zone right here where price just rebounded from. We made a beautiful head and shoulders pattern, inverse head and shoulders, which you can plot it something like this. And basically what happened and what we were looking for is the same exact thing. So a strong break of the head and shoulders, which we did find right about here. And then the next candle to make a brief wick down, which it did, right? You can see the wick down. And after the wick down, just a break of the previous high. So my entry here would be right here. The stop loss below the previous candle, as you can see right like this. And, the take profit would be somewhere along the lines of a previous zone of, resistance, which could be, first of all, up here. A second zone that I would target is right about here. And, a third zone would be around somewhere here, but I still believe we have more upside for MATIC. So this is a trade that I didn't take, but we could still make some more upside, as you can see, and the trade would still be running. Now in this case, I would have my stop loss set below the previous impulse downwards because it is the previous lower whatever in this correction pattern that's forming right now. And I do believe that if price keeps moving down, then we're going to be exited from the trade around break even level. Now, why am I showing you a trade that I didn't take? Well, it's just for example purposes, just so you can learn a little bit more about the strategy that I use and how I implement it into the crypto, Forex, and stock market. Now, what am I looking for right now when it comes to MATIC? Since I didn't take this initial trade, well, I'm going to be looking for a break of this correction pattern and a target of the $1.5 mark, which is the strongest zone of resistance that I can see right now. So what are we going to do? Well, it's very simple. Now, this is the second type of capitalization that I'm telling you about, which is a correction pattern. So this is a reversal pattern where you're catching the end of a, bearish move. And this is a correction pattern or a continuation pattern where you're just catching the continuation of a move. I prefer continuation patterns personally because the trend is your friend and it's a lot easier to take trades. So what I'm going to wait for is one of these daily candles to make a break, and then the next daily candle to make a slight wick down and break the high of the previous candle to enter a long position. Now that's my analysis on MATIC, and if you guys enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more. And let's move into a few other cryptos just to recap what I'm going to be doing, for CPI tomorrow, what I'm going to be looking for. So for Bitcoin, I did talk about this in my previous video. We're either going to move up above this level or down, and it all depends on where we're going to close. So if a candle closes above this area, we're moving bullish. If it closes below this area, we're moving bearish. Pretty simple. Algo, well, if we break this correction towards the upside, we could be moving bullish. Pretty simple as well. Ethereum, well, also, if we break up, we're moving up. If we break down, we're moving down. Pretty simple, right? Polkadot, well, we kind of broke down, but it's not really legitimate because, we can still plot a correction. So we have a target towards the upside, we have a target towards the downside. It all depends on where the market's going to break out. So either up or down. We have Avalanche, right, which did break out down towards the downside. I did trail my stop loss up here. So, if we move up, I don't care. I'm going to be stopped out in profit. But if we keep moving down, it's good, right? Another thing that you got to keep in mind is at every point in your trade, you got to keep your risk to reward positive. So as you can see, I have a lot of reward potentially. Wait, let me just, what is this? What? Okay, so my, this is crazy. So my risk to reward right now is 4, right? Why? Well, it's pretty simple because at the moment the trade is right here. I'm risking this much for a potential gain of this much, so it's good. But let's say the trade was somewhere down here, and then in that case, I'm risking, a lot more. So I don't know why the chart's doing this. So in that case, I'm risking a lot more with this stop loss than I have to gain. And in that case, it would be smart to trail my stop loss below to keep my risk to reward at least 1 towards 1 or even better. So that's another life hack for you all. Now Solana, we have a pattern right here that is forming. If we break down below, it's going to be a good thing. If we don't, well, I don't really care about Solana. Not too clean on this chart right here. And we have Ripple for the last part. Well, Ripple is looking kind of dangerous at this point. A lot of different movement, a lot of volatility ahead of the CPI news. So I would wait for CPI to see if we can spot some opportunities when it comes to Ripple itself. Now, I didn't take any trades. I did comment on Ripple a few times in the past few videos, so you're free to go and check that out. But, currently what we're forming is nothing too beautiful. We have some sort of a correction pattern right here. If we break up towards the upside, well, we could move all the way into the $0.65 mark. But if we move down, we could just retrace all the way into the $0.4 level. So that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. And I hope I brought you, some new knowledge in this video. Now, lastly, I'm not a financial advisor, and you should do your own due diligence before investing into anything in the crypto, blockchain, NFT, or stock market world. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all next time.